Rivals Workshop 4Prints has come and gone, and let me just tell you, if you're a fan of TF2 or bunnies, you were eating good. I talked about the Zeta hosted blueprints on the main channel in a big retrospective video, but for this video I kinda just want to quickly go over the reveals and my thoughts on some of the things shown off. Also, keep in mind, a lot of these characters are already out, but I haven't gotten the chance to play them because, you know. But let's start with past, and man, let's talk about the new host we have here. Going into this, I expected Soka to do the usual Nintendo Direct style announcing. You know, the "I'm gonna bash my head into a wall" is coming out sometime later this year. But that's not what happened. Not at all. It still felt like a Workshop Blueprints presentation, but it had its own style to it, its own flavor, if you will. Nevertheless, I like this new style. Now, on to the reveals. A stickman that has boots with the fur. I like the after image on some of the moves. This character is pretty good if you want a punchy kicky combo character, which we got a couple of those, get ready. This character is also one of many in a season pass style format, so get hype. Highest on the Among Us tier list and a guy at FNF. His gimmick is all about blood. He gains blood meter, he can lose blood, don't do that, and some of his moves use the blood. Dude looks like he packs a punch, but doesn't have a lot of speed. I've never touched a Deltarune Visions chapter in my life, but guy looks pretty goofy, I like it. The trilogy is complete. We have the trio. Mii Gunner is now with the other Mii characters in Rivals of Aether. And it's pretty much Mii Gunner from Smash Ultimate. You're gonna get all the custom moves as well, that's pretty cool. I imagine the character's gonna be annoying just like in Smash Ultimate, but I can say that for most owners. Happy they're in the game though, it's nice to finally have the full complete squad. Nice animated trailer and a solid looking character. My favorite move on this character so far from what I've seen in the trailer has gotta be this snap move. It just looks really cool. Color me intrigued, I'm definitely gonna practice this character. So this is interesting. This isn't a workshop mod. This is an actual mod you have to go in depth to install. If you do it correctly, Saley completely wipes Zetaburn off the map. It's pretty neat. Also, dark character coming soon. This shit looks broken as hell, I'm in. I've only seen a little bit of Little Nightmares, so don't expect me to fanboy over this. But it's pretty cool that they got the character to be the size kinda that they were in game. They went the Olimar route. I mean, come on. Come on, that wouldn't have worked. Also, you know this character's dying at 60%. Not much to say here. It's a punchy kicky bunny. It's pretty crazy, this is our first Smash Yoshi. We've gotten Yoshi in Rivals of Aether, but one's been rocky, and the other one's been, well, big. While me and Smash Yoshi don't see eye to eye, I do like the character in general, so I'm happy he's here.
That shit look like
Them fighting herds. Another punchy kicky character, but we have some exploding as well, pretty cool. Very interesting Fire Emblem puppet character. Though, I'm curious what else the dragon can do. We saw a bit of an action, but not enough to get a general idea, so I'll have my eyes peeled on this one. This stage looks fantastic. Even just in basic, it looks super good. But in Aether, it has its own game mode, where you can break some of the characters and get a status change. Also heavy based. Rivals does what Smash Bros don't. They work off each other really well and they scream the moves that they're doing. I love it. Angry Woman. Definitely interested in the form at the end. I'm gonna need to see more of that. Horror Jam is on the way. For those who don't know what a jam is, pretty much you're going to see a bunch of creators creating a bunch of characters based off the theme, which is horror. Definitely gonna see some creepy stuff, man. I'm hoping to see like a slasher OC, someone who pays homage to characters like Jason and Michael Myers. But I'm also expecting some IP characters, maybe a FNAF, maybe a The Ring, who knows. Final character shown off in the presentation was Scoop. And man, this is a pretty goofy looking character, but I love it. The character has some nice animations, and they even have a compatibility where it makes ice cream based off the opponent, and I love that. Overall, this was a pretty solid presentation. 4Prints was starting off really strong. My favorite reveals here have to go to Scoop and Tina. They just looked amazing, and I'm the most interested in them after seeing this. I would have to give Past an A tier. It's not gonna hit the S tier that Void and Sky hit, and that's a hard thing to tackle, but I do think it is very high tier. Now let's talk about Future, and it kicks right off with... Okay, yeah, I fell for this one when it first came out. I totally thought we got hit with a Killer Queen bites the dust situation. But no, it was just a trick to reveal Papyrus Definitive Edition. He has the bone moves, he looks pretty solid. I'm happy. We get a new announcer for Future, this time it's Kurt Dog, but that style still oozes out of this presentation as well. Like, come on, have you ever watched a state of play where the presenter shoots the freaking TV? I don't think so. Not gonna lie, that dap up was clean as hell. It's an item character. Pull stuff out of the bag and have your opponent start praying. A Super Paper Mario character. He shifts reality and closes himself. Can you tell I've never played the game he's from before? Come on. You knew this was happening at some point. You knew we were going to get a character from My Little Pony at some point. It was bound to happen. It was on the bingo cards for years. It's finally happening. But from the trailer, it looks like Twilight's doing Twilight things. Nothing bad to say here. It's a My Little Pony character. Never watched the show. But who knows, maybe I should. Might change my life. Not much to say here for Finn DE. Except, good lord man, let them breathe. I can't believe it. We got a One Piece character in Workshop. Let's go. Giving me some K-Rool vibes, especially with the size of the character, the belly counter, and the cannonball. As a K-Rool main, I think I have some studying to do. Gosh dang, this character looks sick. Animations are amazing. It's so fluid. He looks like he came right out of the show and into the game. Amazing. He looks fun. There's tons of references to the show. I'm happy. I can't wait to play this guy. Banger after banger. From the gameplay, it looks like he's going to be a very hard-hitting character. Lots of big, powerful strikes with the chainsaw arms. Not much to say. Happy he's in the game. Love Season 1. Gonna watch the movie. I know Minnook has read the books. He loves the series as well. This character's gonna get played by us, guaranteed. Very pretty stage. Love when the rain comes in. It looks gorgeous. Combo heavy axe wielder with a ton of sauce. Also, love the multi-hitting aerials. Makes the combos look even sweeter. Also, 4 years in development? Gosh dang. Never touched a Muse Dash in my life, but music-based characters are based, so I don't mind. I think one of my favorite moves from the character has to be this move where the big homie's charging in and it changes directions. Definitely gonna have to see what that's about. Yep, that's a Man of Ray alright. More TF2, told you were eating, but it gets even better. The gimmick for Spy has to be one of the biggest highlights of the presentation. You can turn into all of the base cast and some other TF2 workshop characters. And don't think it's just, oh, that's a cool cosmetic thing, it's just like some taunt or something. No, this is actually for gameplay purposes. Look! Dang it. The rich girl laugh, my weakness! It's a hammer user, with a pretty good amount of range too. And they have a field they can make where, again, here comes the hammer. Definitely like what I'm seeing here. Roll has entered Workshop, and it seems water's her main gimmick. I think one of the moves that caught my eye with her was definitely when she hit the water in mid-air. That looks pretty cool. Transformations look sick, but those stage controls kinda scare me. And finally, Bloodborne. Even as someone who has never touched a Souls-like game because they know they get their ass handed to them to hell and back if they tried, I'm happy Bloodborne's in Workshop. And that was the end of 4Prints. I think my favorite character of Future has to go to SpongeBob, unironically. He just looks so silly and goofy, man. I'm excited for this character. But now for the major question. Which day had the better lineup? Past or future? And man, this question's hard. But if I had to choose, I think Future had the better lineup. but it's so slight. That's how good both of these presentations were. I think both were an A tier though. Great job to Soka, Kurt Dog, and everyone who helped on these two presentations. This was a good workshop for Prince. Pacing was good, reveals were solid, and even though it did feel a bit different from a Nintendo Direct, even a Zelda workshop blueprints, it still felt like a workshop blueprints, just with a Soka style. I do have one recommendation. I noticed that after the reveal of the character or whatever the workshop thing was, they would just play the video at the end, which I kind of miss when they showed like who the creator was and the name and where you could find them and all that. I kind of wish that came back. It's a small thing, but I would like if it was there. Especially for these coming soon characters, you would get a chance to follow the creator and actually get to see what's going on with the characters, see all the updates and stuff. And I know you could just put that in the description, but nobody reads those. So yeah, good 4Prints. Can't wait for the next one. 5 Prints, here we come. Alright, video over. Rip Bonk, by the way.